Also, guys, I forgot to mention this. I use bamboo towels when I'm washing my face or doing my face care. So I really like these. I think I have about 5 or 6 of these, and I just try to use these on my face only. So yeah. So we're gonna get started. I'm applying gel my gel wash, and I'm turning on my steamer, and we're gonna get started. Let's set this here. My steamer is on you guys, of course you guys can't see it because of where I have the camera, but it's on so I can actually getting the steam to work. I don't use my cleaning brush if I'm doing the gel, when I'm doing the double wash, and I usually do the gel cleanse first because I don't want my brush to be dirty on the first cleanse. So I'll use it when I use the just the soap cleanser. And the gel cleanser is just basically, I use it first because it's designed to get off the makeup or debris. So I use that first and just cleanse. Now I'm gonna go in with my my mild cleanser, and sometimes I would just put it on a brush because I do like to see the lather on it. So I also put a layer of the cleanser on the brush as well. And I don't know if you guys can see the steam coming through, but yeah, I start off just hitting my forehead. And also I still have the steam going as well, so it's helping me out. And that's something that I really like and need. And actually this cleaner tells you how to break your face up in quads, but of course I'm not paying attention to the beeps. But yeah, the beeps do that. I'm just so used to relying on my own self-moving, maneuvering around my face, but actually it does that for you. So I'm just gonna rinse this off. And I just pat my face dry. At this point, I'm done with the steamer, so I don't focus on it anymore. But if there's still steam coming out of it, I just allow it to go on. But usually it's done after I do the double cleansing, so it times well. So now I get to add my toner, and what I do, I just put it in my hands, and here's how it looks. Oops. And I just pat it in my face. And on my neck. I mean, add a little bit more because some of it dripped out of my hands, so. Actually, guys, I wouldn't have added my toner. I forgot I was doing my exfoliant. I would have added my toner after the exfoliant. Now, I think the esthetician, I think she does add hers after the wash. She does it twice, so it's not a big deal that I add it. But I'm going to add it again because I like to add it after I do the exfoliant so that the absorption of the other products that I'm going to add will come through. So and now I'm just doing the exfoliant. And the Murad exfoliant, the beads are very gentle, and I just rub real gentle in the area that I start off with this area, my chin area, because I feel like that's where I have the most problem as far as dead skin. I'm sure I have it everywhere, but you know, you just go with your perception of how you feel your skin is doing. And I use my fingers and I just rub lightly because you're told not to rub hard. And I also do my neck as well, but I do that last. And so my steamer's completely done now, guys. So there's no steam coming out. There was a little bit left when I was doing my toner. There was a little steam. Well, it wasn't steam, it just was misting of steam. So I'm gonna rinse this out. I have to do my neck more. I gotta do my neck a little bit more. I usually use the water a little bit more cooler when I'm rinsing off my face after I do the exfoliant. And it doesn't take much because I don't put that much on to get it rinsed off. So, and as I stated, these beads are really light, so you don't get a foam. And I just so I'm gonna go back in with the toner. Wash my neck off a little bit more, and I leave my face some dampness on my face because really you want to lock in some of that damp moisture. So put put that tone on. And I just pat it in. Now I'm gonna go in with the retinol hyaluronic acid, and that's this here. And I just get enough for my neck and face. And I usually let mine sit for about a minute or so. So what I'm gonna do after I apply this, I'm gonna, in my area that I try to focus on is here, because that's where I get my lines at, and of course my eyes and my neck, but my mouth area is where I try to focus at. Hitting my neck. So I'm gonna let this sit for a while, and then I'm going to put the mask on, and I'm not gonna really let this sit, because you want this to absorb, but I do let it kind of dry in, because as you can see it came in wet. So actually I'm just gonna go ahead and open up this mask, because by the time I open up this mask, it'll have gotten in there. So here's the mask. Now I have to let the mask with the serum on there, the collagen serum, sit for 15 or 20 minutes. So I am going to put this mask on, let this sit, and I'll be back with you all. So here's the mask. Ooh, 15 minutes, that's a long time. I'm not gonna stay 20 minutes. I'm just gonna do 15 minutes, and I'll be back. So I'm gonna set 15, not the 20 minutes, and I'll be back. So guys, my 15 minutes is up, and here's the mask. So let me see what's off my hands. As you all can see, the serum is still there, so I'm just gonna wipe it in. I like to allow the serum to dry up, so I'm gonna do that. So give me 5 minutes to allow this serum to really just dry into my skin, and then I'm gonna apply the moisturizer and the oil as a barrier for the moisturizer, and we'll be done. But I do want, I would let, after I take off the mask, I let the serum from the mask, because it's not drying, it's still drying in. I don't like to apply the moisturizer until it actually gets into my skin. So once that's done, we apply the moisturizer and the oil. So as the serum has dried, and it hasn't really dried, but it has absorbed. So I'm going to go ahead and put this vitamin C eye lifting serum that I told you all about. I'm going to apply that, and that's something that I will do as well. So I just basically just dab it on and put it to the tips of my eyes very lightly. And another thing, I was going to use the Peach and Lily, because I like the antioxidant that it has in it, and because I have this zit that just was going away, so I really would like to use that. But I am leaving out, going on a bike ride, so I'm gonna go with my Paula's Choice because I like the, you know, it has the sunscreen in it, and I know how it can protect. The Peach and Lily, I don't know how much sunscreen is in it. It says it has protection, but it doesn't tell me how much. So it's a real sunny day, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick with what I know pertaining to the sunscreen portion of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this, the Paula's Choice, as my moisturizer. And I put it on pretty thick because you have to put your sunscreen on thick. Mostly I do it, I apply a thick amount because of the sunscreen. If I was just staying in, I wouldn't apply as much because I'm going out, and you know, on a bicycle you really exposed to the sun. And so now I just get my jojoba oil, and as I said, I just do a drip, particularly since I'm going in the sun also. And I just pat my hands together and I dab it in just so it can lock it in. And I put it on my neck. And as I told you all in my when I did my sunscreen video, for my other neck area and for my arms, I have other sunscreen that I use that's not as expensive, and I use that on my body. So I'll be using that for my neck area, which I'm going to change clothes so this won't even be exposed. But that's basically it. So thank you for going through my deep dive skincare regimen. And in the next segment, I'll be I've ordered a different brands. Well, Paula's Choice is one of them, but different products that I have not used before from her. So I'm going to be reviewing those products. And I have another brand that I need to unbox as well. So I think I'm going to do that on my next skincare segment. So guys, I drop every Tuesday, so subscribe. Guys, I apologize. I signed off and I told you I was going to talk about the 3 phases of my skincare, and I just got into the deep dive. Got totally immersed in that. So let me tell you what I do. On days, just regular days when I'm not doing a deep dive, what I do, I will cleanse my face. And again, I will cleanse my face usually with my Clinique. If I don't use the Clinique, I will use the CeraVe. After that, I will go in with my toner. After I do the toner, I would just go in with a moisturizer. And the moisturizer that as I stated, I typically use is that. So is the Paula's Choice. And those are the 3 things that I do just when I come home and washing everything off my face. Also, I do need to add this too. I do use the hyaluronic acid. This is the retinol one. I use this a lot, so I do add that in as well. And I do that step before I put the moisturizer in. So it's the cleansing, it's the toner, because I'm the toner, so I can prep my face for the hyaluronic acid, and then I would do a moisturizer. And I don't actually at night, you know what, I don't do the the Paula's Choice, because I try to save this in the morning for the morning time. I would actually do the Peach and Lily or my Elemis, yeah. But I did have a I think it's a L'Oreal, it's a double pump. I had that as well. I used that up, but I would use that as well. So that's basically my just evening when I come home, and I do that. And it was also suggested that when you come home that you clean your face at about 6 o'clock, because you don't want your product to get on your linen when you begin to go to sleep. So you don't want to do your skincare just right before you go to bed. So I just started incorporating. So yeah, I do try to do my evening regimen after coming from work around 6 or 7 o'clock. And also I need to find another moisturizer, because I don't like using my Elemis moisturizer, but I have to use it sometime because some days I don't want to use up all my Peach and Lily. So I'm on the hunt for a moisturizer as well. If you all have any suggestions, drop that in the comments as well. So yeah, that's basically it, what I'll do. Also, I would sometimes, well, I would say probably about once a week, I would add the rock to my 3 steps when I'm doing my evening routine. And it depends on how my skin look. If I feel like my skin is kind of getting dull, I would add the rock in. But I do want to start doing that once a week. I need to start adding that serum once a week. So yeah, I'm going to start doing it once a week. When I get up in the morning, I really don't do a whole face wash routine. I don't do a 3-step thing. What I basically do, I get up, just take warm water, my bamboo cloth, and rinse my face off, and I spray this facial toner on my face. And I like this. I've been having success with this. But I am going to try something else that I saw on YouTube. But yeah, this is basically what I use in the morning. And then I would definitely go in with my workhorse, which is the Paula's Choice, the moisturizer and the sunscreen. So that's what I do in the morning, and I basically stick to my morning routine. I do not move off of that. I just do that. It's quick, and that has been working for me. So those are my 3 steps. I have my deep dive that I do after my active, when I do my active stuff. And then add my evening routine. That's the second phase. And then I do my morning routine. So those are my 3 different types of skincare processes that I do. And also I told you guys that I don't use my humidifier. I was using it when it was cold, but I may start doing that as well. But yeah, I'll show you my little setup, but I haven't been using it because it's not as cold. And if it's one of those days when it's really not cold, I don't use it. I like using it mostly to open up my my breathing in my nostrils. If I feel like I'm stopped up, I use it for that, because I put peppermint oil in there. But I'll show you that, because I did say I would do that as well. So give me a moment to set up, because my humidifier is in my bedroom, and I do want to get another humidifier. But again, guys, thank you for going on this journey, following me on my journey, and be motivated to get on your own journey if you haven't, and take care of your own skin. Alrighty. And here's my little humidifier. And whenever I decide to use my humidifier, I just get it going. I have some oil here that I add to it. But it's basically pretty simple. You probably can't see the steam from it. But it's near my bed, so, and it's supposed to help keep your skin hydrated. And I just add some aromatherapy oil to it, and that's basically it. I don't know if you all can see the oil, but I want to change into a different. I want to change to a different humidifier because I don't know if this give me as much. I don't know how well it adds humidity to my room because it's so small. But yeah, that's basically it. So guys, here are the 2 boxes that I'm gonna do. The 2 reviews. One is Paula's Choice, and the other one, let's make sure. I think it's the Inky. Yeah, it's the Inky List. So I'm gonna start using these items, and I'll do a review. I'm gonna do Paula's Choice first because I'm familiar with that. I've not tried anything off of the Inky List. So I'm gonna do Paula's Choice for 30 days, and then during that time it should be time for another skincare, one of my skincare journey segments, and then the next 30 days I'll try the Inky List, and I'll tell you about that. But before that, during that time also, I want to try a vitamin C. So I'm so excited about trying a vitamin C serum. So I might include that into the Paula's Choice reviews. So we'll see. But it probably won't be a Paula's Choice vitamin C product. But we'll see. Okay guys, once again I'm signing off. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and to like.